Dear Patriots, before the news starts, please subscribe to our patriotic channel by clicking the subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up to this video. Don't forget to leave your opinion below in the comments section. Share the news on Facebook and Twitter so your friends see it. Thank you.
Tim Allen just revealed the unforgivable thing Hollywood is doing to all conservative actors. It seems like there are basically zero conservative stars left in Hollywood these days. We all know it is just giant liberal echo chamber now, but Tim Allen just revealed the sick thing they do to conservatives who even try to act. Allen went on Norm Macdonald Live last night and let loose about the death of his show Last Man Standing. According to Allen, he got cancelled over worse performing shows because they were worried about a likable conservative being on TV. But there is nothing more dangerous, especially in this climate, than a funny, likable conservative character. His character on Last Man Standing, is mitigated on the show by a family of women who had a difference of opinions, but he was a likable guy and a principled guy about work and ethics and all of this stuff, I think. Now, ABC has claimed ever since the show was cancelled that it was not cost-effective since they were licensing it from an outside studio. Still, its high ratings made many people wonder if that was true. Also, when you factor in the plethora of shows on ABC at the time that were pushing Democrat political agendas, such as Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the possibility of political motives seems way more likely. It's worth getting Allen's version of the story out there since we know the mainstream media will never do a favor like that for a conservative. Give him a hand by spreading this. Should they bring the show back? Spike Lee insults Gold Star parents right to their face, but the father's response shut Spike Lee up for good. Spike Lee is known for his ignorant and racist views, but one Gold Star family put him in his place at a town hall debate on CNN Wednesday night. The parents of Staff Sergeant Louis Benacosa confronted Spike Lee and explained to him that when these NFL players kneel for the national anthem, it's slap in the face to military families. How do you support these multimillionaires on their knees, and don't support what the fallen heroes died for? Mr. Benacosa asked. Spike Lee's answer could not have been more condescending. Although he did apologize for their loss, Lee went on to tell the family how wrong they were for their feelings. All these players have said, many times, that they respect the armed forces, Lee said. They respect the flag. And they respect America. And this narrative that when they take a knee, it's insulting your son who is no longer here, is not true. Mr. Benacosa was clearly not satisfied with Spike Lee's answer and asked a powerful follow-up question. When North Korea aims a nuclear missile at us, are these heroes that you say, NFL players who can't support our flag, are they gonna be on their knees when this happens, or are they gonna support our veterans? He asked. Spike Lee was taken by surprise and of course dodged the question by cowardly directing the conversation to Trump and insulting our president. Sir, I'm worried just as much about Donald Trump as that crazy guy in North Korea. And he has a nuclear code. I'm worried about that, Lee said. A panelist can be heard agreeing with Spike Lee's disgusting anti-American comments. I think it's safe to say that Spike Lee embodies everything that is wrong with our country. Busted. This shocking new evidence will help Trump bury the crooked media and the Dems want it gone. President Trump made waves when he first began calling out major media outlets for their unfounded and biased reporting, but more evidence continues to surface that proves President Trump is right. ABC, CBS, and NBC all decided to ignore the worsening humanitarian crisis in Puerto Rico, and instead gave nearly 4 times more coverage to the NFL's disgusting protest. Despite the network's intention to shine a brighter light on Trump, most Americans are fully aware of the devastation recently inflicted by Hurricane Maria. Many families on the island are still struggling to find food and water, and officials say the power for the entire island won't be restored for at least another month. With all that being said, Research by the Media Research Center proves the morning and evening news shows on the Big Three broadcast networks focused solely on President Trump's feud with the NFL. Between September 24 and 25, the networks spent 92 minutes of airtime on the battle over whether or not athletes should stand for the national anthem. During the same time frame, they spent just 25 minutes on the devastation in Puerto Rico. Networks thus spent 3.6 times more of their airtime on the Trump NFL spat. ABC News had the worst disparity, spending nearly 53 minutes on the NFL and just about 8 minutes on Puerto Rico, a 7-to-1 ratio. Sickening tactics to garner ratings have always been a staple of leftist media, but this goes way over the line. People are lost and dying in Puerto Rico, but anything to bash President Trump will apparently always come first. Do you think it's time for President Trump to hold all the major networks accountable? Let us know in the comments and share this so the world knows Trump was right. Sources: dailycaller.com. Michelle Obama just came out and admitted something huge about being a woman. Michelle Obama tore into all the women that voted for Donald Trump today. Like she really, really hates them. She believes that the women that voted for Trump voted against their own interests. Aren't you glad we don't have her as the First Lady anymore? Any woman who voted against Hillary Clinton voted against their own voice, Obama told the audience during a talk at a marketing conference in Boston, according to Boston.com. She then went on to suggest that female voters for Trump and went with a pack. It doesn't say much about Hillary, and everybody's trying to worry about what it means for Hillary and no, what does this mean for us as women? She asked, as reported by the Washington Times. That we look at those two candidates, as women, and many of us said, he's better for me. His voice is more true to me. To me that just says, you don't like your voice. You just like the thing you're told to like. According to polls, 41% of women voted for Trump in November. Share this if you think that Michelle Obama should just go away. We already had to suffer 8 years under her and Obama, and we don't need to see them anymore. Thanks for reading. Trump just said stunned Washington by saying the 4 words they didn't want to hear. President Trump is working hard to bring manufacturing back to this country. He unveiled his tax reform earlier today. President Trump talked about making sweeping tax reform and simplifying the tax code in a historic speech. President Trump made sure it was known that he wants more products proudly swamped with 4 beautiful words, made in the USA. This is a once-in-a-generation opportunity, and I guess it's probably something I could say that I'm very good at, Trump admitted during his Indiana speech. I've been waiting for this for a long time. We're going to cut taxes for the middle class, make the tax code simpler and more fair for everyday Americans. And we are going to bring back the jobs and wealth that have left our country and most people thought left our country for good. We need to show that we want Trump's tax reform. We want him to bring our taxes down and give us the ability to grow as a country again. Let's show him right here by making this go viral. Share this with every Trump fan you know if you want him to lower taxes. Thanks, Patriots. The president just turned to cameras and revealed if he is gonna fire Secretary Tom Price. It came out just a few days ago that Health and Human Services Secretary Tom Price has been spending hundreds of thousands of dollars in taxpayer money on private jet flights around the country. Even worse, he didn't bother telling the White House a word about his flights. The word has now officially reached President Trump, and boy is he mad. He is so mad, in fact, that it looks like he is going to fire Secretary Price over it. During an impromptu press briefing today outside the White House today, the president was asked how he felt about the flights. Trump shot back, "I'm not happy with Tom. I'm not happy, and I let him know it." Then as the meeting went on, The reporters got more restless. At one point, one of them asked the president straight up if he will fire Secretary Price. That's when Trump said the two words that will seal Price's fate: "We'll see." Trump has made it very clear multiple times that he has no issue firing his cabinet members and hiring new ones. Frankly, Price has not done anything impressive for healthcare in this country. Now add this new scandal and it's no wonder Trump wants him gone. Let's show the president that we have his back in firing Tom Price over him spending money on dumb things. Share this everywhere with the comment "Him with Trump."